New Era Wrestling fans, if you missed the 11th anniversary show, I've got two words for you. Caleb Crush. That's right, I said Caleb Crush. More on that later, though. Guys, I spent 20 years in the business, and currently I have this weird position where I'm not part of the roster for New Era, and I'm also technically not a fan. I'm a fan, don't get me wrong, but I'm not technically a fan. I'm something in between, and it's a unique little hybrid of things. I do this for them. They kind of just let me do it, though. I've never really asked permission. But it gives me a unique position and a very unique perspective. So, there's this old saying that the wrestlers cannot do what they do without you, the fans. And I want to tell you guys right now, the reverse is true. Without you wrestlers putting on one hell of a show, those fans wouldn't be there. So whether you were a fan in the audience, Miss Stacy at the door, Miss Irene at concessions, Bronx doing really whatever they needed him to do, Joe Vernola and Joshua Michael running around with cameras, Morales, Nate, sound guy, a worker or manager in the back, Brother Ralph, who took over, again, the fans, no matter what position you were involved in at this show, at the 11th anniversary show, standing room only is something amazing. And I want to congratulate and thank every single one of you, because without that, I don't know if the show would have made the impact on me that it did. And let me tell you, it made an impact. We started off with the Angry Hop. I'm sorry, Stephen Powers. I told him I'd be nicer. Stephen Powers coming out and asking for a moment of silence and a 10-bell salute for our fallen brother, Trajan Ender. Trajan, we're going to miss you, man. For those that don't know, the one time that I actually got to work with him, we did a Mizdow gimmick. I was actually out there in a blue Speedo, and I'm a big guy. There's pictures. They're on social media if you want to see them. Our opening contest, the last bar fighter, Austin Reddick, took on 10 out of 10 Logan with Teddy. Cute dog, by the way. And Austin Reddick hit the air raid crash to get the 3 count. And I was thinking, if you're the last bar fighter, you could always call that the bottle smash, Austin Reddick. Just a thought. Then Reddick got on the mic and explained that he was here at the request of Mac Battle, not McBattle, Nate. It's not. He's not a menu item at McDonald's. I don't know how many times I got to explain that to you, but I'm going to laugh every time you say it either way. At the request of Mac and Cody to explain to Logan that Logan is too nice of a guy. Yes, he is. And that's okay. I don't think it's working for him anymore. But you know what? We'll come back to that later as well. Up next, Jason Knoll took on Methuselah, the oldest man in the company. And I'm old, and this guy's older than me. That's right, War Dog Damian Payne. I'm surprised he hasn't broken a hip yet. I'm surprised we all haven't passed out from inhaling that dust that comes off of him. Let's see. Noel won this match, even though he pandered to the crowd. And after the match, he pandered to the crowd some more. He pandered to War Dog. We've been over this, Noel. When you pander, your win streak doesn't look nearly as good. But I'll bear with you for right now. But just remember, the Mafia has explained this to you. That's why you were able to get off that losing streak. And why you are the longest reigning any title holder in New Era Wrestling. It was the 5280 title that you had, but you hold that record because you stopped pandering. I'm just saying. Up next, we have Jules versus Tyra. We ended this match in a very interesting way. Jules distracted Skylar. He's that ref that you all like. She distracted Skylar by removing that top turnbuckle on one of the corner posts. And while he was putting it back, she went and got a chair. She handed it to Tyra. She slammed the seat back up and then laid down, holding her head in pain. Skylar turns around, disqualifies Tyra. So Jules gets the win. Hey, I had a thought though, New Era. We seem to be showcasing these women every month, and they bring it. I think it might be time to start thinking about a women's title. Just a thought. All right. Up next, the moment you've all been waiting for. The verdict of Dr. Silver. Guys, this was a whole production. They brought down a red carpet, a table. They had a prosecutor. They had a police officer bring out Dr. Silver in his orange jumpsuit. And then the judge got escorted down to the ring, helped inside. Nothing's ever what you think it is, folks. Looks can be deceiving. Judge gets in the ring, gets up to that podium, starts reading off the verdict. Guilty. All right? And then he continues on. Somebody spilled chili on this. I can't accept this. So the prosecutor's like, what are you talking about? So he gets up and he hits the prosecutor. So he gets up and he confronts the judge. The judge hits him. The judge rips the robe off and reaches up and pulls the mask off. Oh my God, it's Caleb Crush back at New Era. For those of you that don't know, Caleb Crush has a long and storied history. If you ask me nicely one day, I might tell you about how I met him. So, Caleb Crush lays out the prosecutor. As he's doing this, the police officer is taking off the police officer outfit. Get your minds out of the gutter. She had clothes on underneath. She had nurse clothes on underneath. Hello, nurse. Wait, that might be inappropriate. I'd like that stricken from the record, please. As she's doing that, Dr. Silver takes the orange jumpsuit off, and the three of them together powerbomb the prosecutor through the table, and then Morales came running in. You weren't supposed to. You know, you could have asked any one of us to do that for you. The mafia sticks together. You know that. Morales rushed in, checked on the prosecutor, got in Silver's face. So Caleb Crush wound up and hit him with a chair. Oh, by the way, he's okay. He got a little gash on the back of his head, got some stitches. Jason Knoll did run out and make the save because they set up the chairs that were in the ring and broke up the podium and put the pieces across that. I'm not sure what dastardly thing they had planned. Jason Knoll came out and made the save just at the right time. But Morales I guarantee you Morales was in trouble when he got home. I'm sorry that happened. The mafia is rooting for you. Right after that, we went to intermission. Morales was taken off property to get looked at, taken to the hospital where he got his stitches and he got a little bandage wrapped around his head. I'll tell you guys, I did see him later. He's in good spirits. He was a little scared of what was going to happen when he got home. But don't worry, he's good. He's Morales. He's tough. Brother Ralph took over commentary at this point for us. It's nice to have a breath of mafia air on the commentary table, whether it be from Morales or from Brother Ralph. Up next, before I get into this match, I'm sure you all think that I'm just here to call out Powers on corruption, to attack War Dog, and side with the bad guys. That is absolutely not true. First off, I compliment any good thing I see done in that ring. You've seen me do that on the review. In fact, I have named Good Guys Wrestler of the Month. You're right, I've never named War Dog Wrestler of the Month. That's because he should have retired 652 months ago. But I'm not all about attacking Powers or War Dog or siding with the bad guys. In fact, I think Powers got screwed. Why, you say? We'll get to that in just a minute. But it firmly rests on the shoulders of Nugent. Yeah, I know who reffed this match, Nugent. I got good eyesight. You don't. We'll talk about you. I'm going to be watching you. All right. This next match is for control of New Era Wrestling. September 10th, Revenge at Mile High Comics. If Daddy Doom and her Dungeon of Doomies. Dummies? Whatever. Managed to win this match All right. Listen, I really do like Adrian Grimm. And Daddy Doom's cool. But Maddie and Thorne? Daddy, there's better options out there. But it's fine. They are taking on Heidi Howitzer's, what did she call them? Heidi's horde of handsome hunks. As Heidi put it, it's Team Daddy versus Team Mommy. So, you got Daddy, you got Grimm, you got Scumbag Matt, and you got Jacob Thorne. They are taking on Heidi, Bruce Rogers, Junsu, and Papa Lipto. Guys, if you thought this match was going to be anything but chaos, you have not been paying attention. This match was all over the place. It was great, by the way. All 8 participants laid it all on the line. See, Daddy wants control. But if she doesn't get the control, if she doesn't win, the dungeon is suspended for 60 days, which means no revenge, no October. We don't see them again till Bird Brawl. You know, when you bring the canned goods in November and donate them, don't worry. I'll remind you as we get closer, bring your canned goods. Because if you don't bring your canned goods, I let Junsu choppy anybody that doesn't bring canned goods to the November show. Same with the December show. You don't bring your toy for tots, I let Kincaid choppy anybody that doesn't bring a toy for tots. These are very important things to me. Let's get the word out early. All right, let's get back to this match. Absolute chaos, beginning to end, but that's to be expected. The personalities involved in this match, you expect this to be chaos. This was a great match, top to bottom. At the end of the match, Scumbag gets backed into the corner with Junsu. Apparently, Grimm tagged. I didn't see it. I got better eyesight. Nugent apparently did, although Nugent hasn't been calling tags. Someone needs to chat with him about that. When a tag is made, referee calls it and says, hey, we had a tag. I'm watching you, Nugent. I want to know how a guy with worse vision than Joe Vernola saw a tag, and I've got great vision. I didn't see it. I think Powers got screwed on this one. And part of me's okay with that, but part of me's not. I'm going to call out corruption where I see it. Nugent, I think you're corrupt. I'm going to be watching you. So, in conclusion on this match, Adrian Grimm gets the tag, gets the pin. Daddy and the dungeon are in charge at Revenge. Now, I'll need some clarification between now and Revenge. Maybe it's just Daddy that's in charge. Maybe it's not the dungeon. Because, you know, Daddy likes to keep the reins to herself a little bit. She likes to be the one to give out all the punishment. But as soon as I know what the stipulation actually entails, I will let you guys know. I promise. That being said, Stephen Powers apparently gets the night off. Hey, I tell you what, Stephen, I'm trying to be nice to you. I'm trying to ease up just a little bit. You come sit with me. Apparently you have the night off. Why don't you just come sit with me and we'll make fun of the dungeon and everybody else all night. I'll even make fun of your buffets, because I know you're missing one. But yeah, you're welcome to come sit with me. All right, let's move on. Up next, Cody and Villy 5.2 are facing off for the 5280 championship. Guys, Villy has continued to impress me. Cody has long been one of my favorites in that ring. Guys, this match was phenomenal. This match was what it should have been for a 5280 title. And I don't get to say this often, because it doesn't happen often. Cody Devine got to use his size advantage to his best ability in this match. Matt came out, got on the mic, and said, hey, I took off Logan's match. He didn't need me. We got things taken care of. I'm going to also take this match off. In fact, I'm going to go sit right over there with that handsome fella and watch the match with him. I'm not going to be anywhere. I'm not going to be up here ringside. I'm going to let Cody handle business because I know Cody can handle business. Cody can handle business. But I'm no dummy. I know what kind of person Mac is, and he is the kind of guy that will be right there by your side no matter what. He said he was going to sit down, but if Cody really needed him, Mac was going to be there. He was. That's the kind of friend he is. And he's one hell of a negotiator. Don't negotiate with him. Have him negotiate on your behalf. This match was amazing, back and forth. Every time it looked like Billy was going to get control of the match, though, Cody managed to turn it around on him. Late in the match, Nugent went down. Nugent, come on, man. It's the eyesight. I think you need to get that looked into, like I said about Joe Vernola. It's time to get the eyesight looked into so that you can be a better referee. Nugent goes down. Mac was in the ring making sure Cody was okay, checked on the ref. Good friend, that Mac. He even went over and checked on Billy. That's a good manager right there, when you even check on the opponent. Apparently, somebody said he was hitting him. I don't know. Next thing I knew, Logan comes running down. He's standing up right next to Billy like he's going to fight his friends. Dude, they were just trying to make sure Billy was okay, but I see where you're coming from. I understand why you thought something was going on. I get it. And then something happened, and Logan had a leg spasm. Billy went down. It was weird. Somebody said it was a super kick, but to me it just looked like a spasm. His leg just, from all that jumping he did during the match with Austin Reddick. That's got to have been what it was. But Billy went down. Cody got the pin. Cody Devine is your new 5280 champion. Guys, this was one hell of a match. I can't stress that enough. This was probably one of the best matches I've watched in a while. To be fair, my favorite match from New Era is still Jason versus Logan. That was, guys, if you haven't seen it, go pull up the Blockbuster episode. You need to watch it. So, Cody's your new 5280 champion. Matt, Cody, and Logan embrace in the ring after the match. Celebrate. Yeah. Hey, guys, just because the kid embraced the dark side doesn't mean anything. All right? In fact, I think good things are in store now that Logan has embraced his inner Sith. We'll see what's next for these guys. I'm looking forward to it. All gimmick aside, I think this is one of the hottest tag teams I've ever seen. In fact, I believe at some point we should see Cody Devine and Logan taking on Jason and Ryzen. I'll tell you what. You guys get Jason and Ryzen out here. Cody and Logan have Mac. I'll be in Jason and Ryzen's corner if you guys want. I'm all for that. Hail Ryzen. Still support these two kids, though. These guys are great. Mac is one of the best negotiators, best managers I've seen in a while. Keep up the good work, guys. I can't get enough of this. And that brings me right up to Jason and Rob Ryzen, because their match is next. Up next, you got the Lucha Dogs, Ryo and Delta Jr. You guys are amazing, too. That's why you guys were tag team champions for so long. But you're taking on my boys. You're taking on Jason. You're taking on Ryzen. As far as I was concerned, there was only one way this match could end. And that's what happened. Ryzen gets the pin on Ryo. 1, 2, 3. Sin and Ryzen are your winners. Once again, hail Ryzen. Hail the Kingpin of Colorado. Congratulations, guys. And that's going to take us into the main event. And my ears are already bleeding just thinking about it. Your main event of the evening, the New Era Championship, is on the line. Kincaid is defending against the tournament winner, Duff, Make My Ears Bleed Doyle. Duff, man, I'm telling you, we got to get you a new song. The Mafia gave you some ideas. The big guy, Brother Ralph, and I, we gave you a list of great songs you could come out to. Please consider the possibility of not making my ears bleed anymore. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Guys, Kincaid and Duff are legends in this business. They are damn good at what they do. This match was amazing, and it looked like At any point, this match could end and go either direction. At the end of the day, Duff Doyle got counted out. That's a hard way to lose. It really is, especially when you're on your way into the ring and the ref goes 10 before you get in there. Guys, Kincaid is still your new era heavyweight champion. And by the way, while we're on the subject, don't you think Bruce Rogers earns that title shot? I think he should have his rematch. I think it's time. I'm not picking sides here. All I'm saying is the way he lost that belt was a little unfair. That syringe cost him the title, and he never got his rematch. I am all for this. Bruce Rogers is a schmuck no more. He deserves his rematch. Guys, that's going to be a great match. You keep Dr. Silver out of there, and it's just literally a one-on-one match. Kincaid versus Bruce Rogers. Make it happen, guys. Come on. Guys, that brings us to the end of the show. I got a little bit of business to take care of, the usual, and then I got to talk to you about the breaking news that came out of New Era concerning next month's show. Revenge, September 10th, Mile High Comics. New Era Wrestling is working with Chelsea Hutchinson Foundation. They support people living with epilepsy. It's a great cause, guys. Look them up. Check out their Facebook page. Find them on the internet. If you need to, go to New Era's Facebook page. It's listed right there on the flyer. Look that up. Check this foundation out. All proceeds from this show, 100% of the proceeds from Revenge, will go to the Chelsea Hutchinson Foundation. It's an excellent cause, guys. Come on out. Give your money. Hey, you made the 11th anniversary show standing room only. Let's make Revenge and these proceeds just as successful as we did the 11th anniversary show. Guys, if that is not enough for you to be at Revenge, Sin Bodhi will be making an appearance at Revenge. So let's review. Caleb Crush is back in New Era. You know he's going to be at Revenge. Sin Bodhi will be at Revenge. You know Kincaid and Junsu will be at Revenge. Come on, you guys. You got to make sure you're there. You gotta show up for this show. Open your pocketbooks. Help out the Chelsea Hutchinson Foundation. Help out these epileptic people that are getting help through this foundation. Guys, this is an important cause, and I hope to see you there. Oh, I haven't named my match of the night or even my wrestler of the month. All right, guys. I think match of the night has got to go to Cody Devine and Billy 5.2. Guys, you had an amazing match. Match of the night. All right. Wrestler of the month. I am going to break the rules on this one. I've done it before. I named a tag team the Wrestler of the Month once. Tonight, I'm breaking all the rules. Wrestler of the Month is not a wrestler this time. Wrestler of the Month is not a referee, not a commentator, not a camera person, not a sound guy. This month, for the 11th anniversary show, the standing room only, 250 tickets sold. Guys, you, the fans, are my Wrestler of the Month for the 11th anniversary show. I couldn't think of anybody better to put it on. I mean, the roster was amazing. They did a great job providing entertainment for you guys, but you brought the house down and you were standing there with it coming down around you. It was amazing. And I know, I can tell you this because I spoke to some of the guys after the show. They're very appreciative of it themselves. So, guys, that's going to do it for right now, but I will have a preview of Revenge coming for you guys here soon. And I will see you guys September 10th at Mile High Comics.